Hello.
Hey, it's Seth.
Hey, Seth.
What are you doing?
Actually, I was just watching Dawson's Creek.
Really? Or you were
Yeah.
just saying you're watching Dawson's Creek to make it convenient open into the podcast?
No, I swear to you that is not the case.
I've been watching it too. Not just not right now, but I have been because I never watched Dawson's Creek before, so I wanted to see what the big deal was because everybody loves that show.
Yeah, totally.
So,
I just love, because I didn't really watch it back in the day. So it's sort of like you discover a new band you like, and then you realize they have a back catalog of like 7 albums, and you get to just get them all at once and immerse yourself. Like Dawson's, now's a great time for me to have an addiction because it's on twice a night, so I can just gorge myself on it.
right. Well, what I noticed immediately was two things really: nudity and sex. It's like I watched 2 episodes in a row today, and one of them, Rachel Lee Cook naked or body double or
Right.
someone. Next one is a guy naked, which I'm not all that interested in, but
But on the
he's
other hand,
naked through a lot of the show, talking to Katie Holmes, and it's like, cool, all right, shows with lots of nudity I can deal with, and then at the end of the one, everybody had sex. What's not to like?
I know. Well, that's the thing. Like, I think people think that it's this like, it's like a small town show about like wholesome kids who, make movies together and whatever. But that show was popular for a reason.
Yeah, it's to someone who's used to watching Degrassi.
Yeah.
It's very different. Degrassi is like, it's a half-hour show. It's really fast-paced, and every week it's who's pregnant, who's got oral STD.
Yeah.
Dawson's is not like that. Dawson's has that stuff, but it's all in
But
this
it's a
sort
more
of more
lifelike
like,
pace.
yeah, like the pace of real life. Like, life rolls on, and those things happen in there, and it's kind of like a nice breather from
Yeah.
Degrassi.
It just occurred to me. We in our position of privilege as insiders get to call the N stars. We should work that magic and get Katie Holmes on the phone now that she's an N
Yeah.
star.
Yeah, I mean, we can just do that. We just snap our fingers,
give her a
and she
call.
picks up her phone.
And I think that that while the rest of the media has been sleeping, maybe we can be the ones who get the pictures of Surrey.
That's her golden retriever.
Yeah, everybody else has just been lazy, but we'll step up to the task.
What are you're gonna offer to babysit or something?
Yeah, totally. I don't know if Tom Cruise would approve of me. I get a
Could you
distinct
imagine? I
sense.
just suddenly imagined what it would be like being a babysitter for Tom Cruise, and he like giving you the instructions. I don't have a joke to follow up that up, unfortunately.
All right, I'm gonna look into that. I'm gonna get us Katie Holmes' phone number and
All right, it's a promise.
yeah,
Get your
it's
people
I
on it.
promise everybody.
So
Oh
the
God.
person whose phone number we do have,
Oh,
is
this is a cool one. I'm kind
yeah,
of
is
psyched
we
about
have
this.
Stefan Brogren, also known as Snake,
Yeah,
aka Mr. Simpson,
Archie.
Archie, um, and we're calling him not just to talk about the new season of Degrassi, which he obviously is in, but also because of the Degrassi 40 most go thereist moments countdown that starts next Friday, which
Right.
people don't know, but he's actually like the guy doing this. It's like he's making the whole thing.
He's the man
It's
in charge.
yeah,
He's
it's his
behind the scenes, as they say.
yeah, as we say, it's his baby.
Kind of
Um,
like Emma was Spike's baby.
I don't get it.
Oh, we're awesome.
All right, so let's so yeah,
Let's
so I
call
want so
him.
let's call him and find out what's up with that.
Okay, cool.
Stefan speaking.
Hi, Stefan. It's Seth and Mary.
Hi, Stefan.
Hey, Stefan. How you doing?
We're good. So, I think first thing we wanted to talk about was the special that you're working on right now.
Right. Well, I'm in the midst of working on the Degrassi Top 40 Go Thereist moments. It's a list, number 40 to number 1, what we think is the most intense, the most out there Degrassi moments that the fans will remember.
Awesome. What was the selection process? Like, do you just sit there and watch 8,000 hours of Degrassi? And
I I literally had to watch the entire series from season 5 to season 1. I watched it backwards, so it was really funny. So I watched everyone get younger and younger as we were going on. And so what we did, though, is I actually broke it down to, I started off at 100 moments, considered over 100 episodes. We decided to start there. And then I broke it down to 50, and I had everyone at Epitome Pictures, from the crew to the producers to some of the cast. And I didn't want the cast too involved because I wanted them to sort of get excited about it as well, and to see what people thought. And anyways, they probably just vote for their own episodes. So we ended up in-house having people sort of vote for the top 40, and this is how it came out. I think people will be pretty happy.
I think so too.
So I know you can't give away what number 1 is, but can you give away what some of the, maybe something from the first episode that
let me see. I think one of them that's in there, and it was actually from way back when, was Ashley's dad comes out of the closet. That's in the first episode. It's tough because a lot of people are going to go, that should be in the top 10. That's one of my favorites. I remember that from season 1, and really being, that's the reason I started watching Degrassi. So I wouldn't be surprised if some people will be a little upset at the order, but that's part of the fun.
That's the whole point of watching these things, is so you can argue and get angry and be like, no, it goes like this. Number 39 is,
Exactly. Like I'm pretty sure that some people will go, wait, that's completely missing from the top 40. That might be the moment that they really connected to, and it's just not going to be there, unfortunately. You can only have 40 moments.
Yeah.
Right.
And I think if you're seeing a really good one and it's down at number 40, that's just a sign that if you keep watching, number 1 is going to blow your head off.
Exactly. It's been interesting though, because trying to get everyone's perspective on this, it's like it changes constantly as far as the wonderful people I'm dealing with here at the end versus cast versus crew. There really is sort of a love for certain episodes, and they take it everyone takes it very personally. What they think that only made it to number 16. I thought for sure that was going to be much further up.
Right, and we should say that the specials have interviews with the cast and with a lot of the writers too.
Yeah, we got a lot of the cast and we got a lot of the writers to sort of walk us through the moments and give us a couple of their memories and their opinions about certain things. And it's a little bit of going down memory lane for them. It's funny though, like dealing with sort of like Jake Epstein. I'm like, hey Jake, you're this. Okay, this one's about Craig. It's number 16. He's like, I don't remember that one. Like, Craig, Jake, come on. I know you did you have a lot of storylines going on, but you don't remember that? So we have to sort of walk him through, and he's, oh, yeah, now I remember. Okay, I'm bipolar.
It all just blends together.
Yeah.
I have to ask, because when I was like little, when I was in junior high, I totally watched Degrassi. Like I watched you growing up. And
right.
Well, first of all, what do you remember being the go there-est moments in the old Degrassi?
On the old Degrassi, it's funny because the older Degrassi Junior High and Degrassi High, and the Next Generation have a lot of similarities as far as stories are concerned. It's just similar storylines that we sort of breached back then were, about certain love triangles. I think probably the most go there-est moment was School's Out. It was the 2-hour finale. It was a big deal because Joey was having an affair with a character, Tessa Campanelli, and was cheating on Caitlin, and ended up getting Tessa pregnant, which is very reminiscent of the Craig, Manny, and Ashley storyline.
Yeah.
Right.
But I would say that was definitely a go there-est moment back then, as far as we had it's interesting because Ashley takes ecstasy on the Next Generation, and back then we had a character, Shane, take acid. And it's like, as much as things change, the more they remain the same.
Yeah, totally. What do you feel like are the differences between what you guys as the cast went through back then and what this cast is going through? I mean, like as far as the fame levels and the show itself.
Well, Degrassi was a phenomenon back then, but nothing like what's happening with the new show. I mean, the new show's sort of taken on. A lot of people, I think, when they were talking about bringing back Degrassi, a lot of people were like, "Oh, well, you just you're going to fail. It's going to be, Saved by the Bell, the college years or something like that, And it was so we were a little concerned, and it just turned out, they got so many good people, an amazing cast, amazing writers, and I think it's really surpassed in some ways. I mean, I know that some people are probably going to kill me for saying that.
Do you think like a Degrassi star goes through a sort of different experience than like any other teen star who might be on like a different kind of show? Or is it pretty much
I think so. I think Degrassi's, it's such an ensemble cast, first of all, that there's not like five main, in a sense, yeah, there's maybe like 5 or 6 main players, but it's they definitely rely on one another, knowing that they're not going to always be the star of the show that week. They definitely there's definitely sort of like a camaraderie and a family vibe between the cast, supporting each other in that sense. I'll tell you, they're super grounded. Like, Stacey Farber is off to university this year. A lot of them have dreams and beyond just acting.
Yeah, totally.
So they I think they're fully aware that there's more to life than just what we're doing on the show, and they wouldn't trade it for the world. But it's not all gift baskets and limos.
So you're while you're working on this special, you're flying back and forth from New York to Toronto to finish up season 6. Every time we've talked to a cast member the past few weeks, they've all say the same thing, which is that season 6 is the best season, hands down.
I think people are gonna be very pleasantly surprised. It's one of those things that I know the writers were concerned and everyone that, because we are introducing a university aspect of the show this year, mm-hmm. which I think I'm allowed to say.
Yeah.
It scared a lot of people because they're like, are we jumping the shark? Are we
Saved by the Bell college years?
Yeah, exactly. And people were just like, oh, we got to sort of try to maintain the integrity of the show, but we want to stay with these characters. And how do we do that without breaking what the code is of Degrassi? And it's supposed to take place in a high school. And it was just, talking to Linda Schuyler, who is the original creator of Degrassi, and letting her bend the rules. Say, it's okay, Linda, you can follow these kids. There's no point in just getting a whole bunch of new teenagers and put them in grade 7 and just get rid of Paige and Ellie and all the characters that the fans love. So what's turned up, though, is that it is working fantastically, which we were all really happy to see.
Awesome.
Well, thanks very much for your time today, and I have a crazy day.
No problem. We'll talk to you guys soon.
All right.
Have a good one.
Take care.
See you. Bye. Cool. So that's starts on Friday, and it's every Friday until the premiere on September 29th. But okay, so we have an announcement though.
Oh yeah.
You can do it.
We're going to the party.
We are going to the Ultimate Degrassi party.
Our cries for help were answered, and I hope not at the expense of anyone else in the end who wanted to go. But
well, no one is going other than us. That's what I heard.
Oh, really?
I'm gonna live under that assumption until I see other people there.
Oh,
that
man.
We were the only 2 who got to go.
I think Sasha was still gonna go and like hang out outside, but I don't know if that was dependent on me hanging out outside with her or
Whatever. Some drunk homeless guy can hang out outside. We're gonna be inside.
Yeah. Where the action is.
Yes. So for anyone who's there, they'll see us there, and
all I care about is I'm gonna be there. I don't want to like hurt anybody's feelings, but I'm gonna be there, and I don't have to sweep, and neither does Seth.
All right, Mary.
I'll talk to you next week.
Bye.
Bye.